Hi everyone, welcome to the class CNT3406 on enterprise security. Um, Great to have you in the class. So let's take a few minutes to see what this course is all about, how it's laid out, and how you can provide your best input and how you can succeed in the class. Thanks again for joining the class. So what I'm looking at here is the front page of the course on Canvas, and let's just take a very few minutes to walk through the layout of the course. Now, some of the dates that you see may match with your current quarter, but it's just an example. It might be used in other semesters as well. So don't pay attention to the grades that you see in this video, but of course you're going to pay attention to the dates that you see on your display. All right, so let's get started. The course is about enterprise security, and as you may be aware, this is a field that is really taken off right now, and there are a lot of opportunities, and this would be a base education or a class for you, and you can build upon this, but it covers a whole lot of ground, and the book is wonderful. And you would find it interesting and lead you to various different places through research, through clicking on some of the links that are part of the course, part of the book, and you would find various different channels for learning. All right, let's get started. What you're seeing here is at the top is welcome to the enterprise security model, which is the getting started, and there are modules throughout the course, and as you can see that the modules go all the way from module 1 through module 13, which is your final exam. All right, if we start at the top, there are some instructions, and let me touch upon the big boulders here, and I would implore you to kind of take a look first day or so. Orient yourself on what is available, jump ahead if you want to, and get a feel of what is being presented, how much is the volume of course, and you'll feel comfortable knowing what is coming. So you're looking at the course introduction video, and then you can look at the introduction about me, and it's just a couple of lines about what I am saying here as well. And if you click on the course syllable here, and you will see that that takes you to the syllabus link, which I'm going to click here, and you would find the syllabus. Again, don't pay attention to the exact dates within here, but take a look at the contents. It is going to match up for your own semester as you're taking a look at this. Go through all of the notes here. They're important. At the bottom you have the course summary, and actually lays out the dates as they pertain to you. Going back to home, you would then see the graded introduction assignment. Now, at the end of every chapter, you would have a discussion that you are supposed to be participating. And the first one is just introducing yourself to the class. Each one of them is worth 10 points, and these are fairly easy to score. You just have very short answers, and you have to comment on somebody else's response. And that gives you a couple more points. So make sure that you cover these. These are not very hard to do, but they also keep you updated on what everybody else is thinking about this course. They're more like thinking on your feet questions. There are 3 article reviews, and these article reviews will occur different parts of the course, and every review article review will have a dedicated point, and I'm going to click on article review 1. For example, this is to deal with cryptography. You got to find an article that describes cryptography, and then you have to write what your thoughts are about that article. What did you like in the article, what you didn't like about the article or wanted to see differently. So it's your thoughts more than just regurgitating what is in the article itself. It needs to follow the APL style and format. It's hyperlinked, so go find out what that is all about. Pay attention to the rubric, which is right below over here, and as you can see in the rubric, very important, I'm pointing this out to you, it's 2 pages minimum, so try to stick to that, otherwise you would have the easy 5 points right there, having it covering 2 pages. All right, going back to home, so you would have 3 of these articles, as I said. There's an electronic lab journal that you're going to maintain, and you can actually click on it and see that these are journal projects at the back of your textbook. So if you look at the content of the electronic lab journal, you see that you would have to go through projects. Every project is kind of big, so do not procrastinate working on these projects. Work on those projects as you go along in your semester. Otherwise, you're going to find it very, very cumbersome and heavy at the end of the semester to complete it. The other point I want to make is that the book, and in many different places, you would find that it has some old technologies mentioned in there. For example, Windows 7. That's because the book obviously cannot keep up with the pace of innovation that we have in our field. So when you find that kind of a situation, use your judgment to instead substitute that for a more recent version. For example, instead of Windows 7, try it for Windows 10 or Windows 11. And so forth. So an example here is about the use of Enigma machine, and I had to provide you a link which now works, and it's not using Flash, which is not supported anymore since the book was printed. Hopefully they will update the book and we would be out of trouble soon, but it's not happened yet. With each chapter you would have a video lecture, and the video lectures are upcoming as they happen, as they're released. You would see them appear in your modules. These video lectures are not for all the chapters. One of the issues with video chapter is that it's kind of regurgitating what is already presented in the book, and I want you to pay attention to what's written in the book, slow down, read that yourself, because there's a lot of good information and you have to go through it slowly for it to sink in, and you might have to read it twice, thrice for you to grasp it. So I really encourage you to read the book instead. Then let's just listen to these video lectures. So I am finding less and less value in you listening to these video lectures. Instead, I would highly encourage you to read the book. As you go through and check your modules, you'll see that every module would have a quiz, and typically the quiz would be about the chapter that you just covered the week before. And the idea here is that those quizzes kind of add up. There are no midterms, so those quizzes add up a significant amount of your final grade. Finally, you would have at the end of the semester, you would have a final exam that would kind of be a collection of questions you may or may not have seen in your quizzes. So it's important that you participate in those quizzes and keep up. That's your measurement of the course. That's the main measurement of the course and your performance. That's pretty much it. I wanted to keep it short. Hope you enjoy the class, and as always, if you want to reach out, use the discussion liberally, and drop me an email if you absolutely cannot get answers at all any other way. I would be happy to answer those questions for you. Welcome to the class, and just go right ahead and click on your first introduction assignment and introduce yourself to the class for easy 10 points, and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you, and welcome to the course.